Court, the movie podcast where Sean
And Michael.
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
And guess what we saw?
The Beekeeper,
The
starring
Beekeeper.
Mr. Jason Statham.
Yes. The
Directed
transporter.
by Suicide Squad.
David Ayer.
Yes. Written by some guy.
Or was it?
Was it written? Are you saying it wasn't written? It was written.
I think it was written by a guy and AI.
Yeah?
I think so.
I don't know.
This is my theory.
Just because it's a bad script, it doesn't mean AI wrote it.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. It was just some of the... Anyway, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it right here
Right.
on Food Court Movie Podcast.
Stay tuned for...
Stay tuned after this message. Hi, my name is Sean Barrett, and I'm here to talk to you about Food Delivery Corporation. Food Delivery Corporation is one of the very best food delivery corporations, and we can offer you 15% off with this code. Just go to fooddeliverycorporation.com/foodcourt. That'll give you 15% off, and they're going to send you free karate lessons.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Through the mail.
Okay.
Your karate instructor may die on the way to your house because they send him through the mail. But if he survives, he will teach you intro karate.
You have exactly 1 hour to open that crate when it arrives, because he will not last. Yeah.
And it's also got like an elaborate puzzle box that you have to answer.
Hi, my karate master expired. I was wondering if there's any way to get another one.
Well. Let me talk to my manager on that.
Yeah. Oh, you do that. I'm gonna go make some coffee, but I got the phone on speaker.
Okay, cool. Hey, sorry. Are you still on?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just making coffee over here.
I didn't mean to leave you on. Sorry. Boop. Hey, boss.
Yes.
We watched The Beekeeper, starring my man Jason Statham.
Oh yeah, he's everybody's man.
And this is the plot.
Okay, tell me about it.
Felicia Rashad, mother on the unnamed TV show that we do not speak of anymore.
Wow. Okay, we're not talking about it.
The the William Bosby show.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bill Huxtable show.
Yes.
Wait, his name isn't Bill in the show. Tweet at us at Food Courtcast if you remember Bill Cosby's name on the show. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, we will never speak that.
Creed's mom.
Yeah. It's Creed's mom.
Well, Creed's adopted mom. No, wait. Creed's the mother of. Wait. Creed's dad's wife?
Yeah.
No, Creed's dad's wife. Because Creed cheated. Isn't Creed the...
I don't know. I've never seen those movies.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
They're good.
I need to check them out.
First one rules. Second one kind of sucks. Third one's pretty good.
That's great. Okay.
But the first one's awesome.
Cool.
Tweet at us at Food Courtcast. Let us know which your favorite Rocky movie is. Which one do you like the best? Do you like Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, 5? The Beekeeper. So, Felicia Rashad is a nice but completely helpless old woman.
Yes.
Jason Statham is a beekeeper, nothing else.
Very much.
He's just a regular beekeeper who does
special.
honey stuff. He's never done any mixed martial arts. He doesn't know how to do knife and gun stuff. He's just a regular beekeeper. We think.
Bee think.
Yes. And Felicia Rashad's like, hey, baby. Essentially.
Yeah.
Come over to dinner. And Jason Statham he's in a especially serious mode in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe the most serious he's ever been.
Of any movie, yeah.
Like in Wrath of Man, he's very serious, but there is like humor kind of floating around him, and he's kind of funny sometimes.
True.
But in this, he's just like, I am mad. I'm very mad.
Very mad all the time.
And what happens is... Felicia Rashad's on her computer. She's doing some computing, which is always fascinating cinema to watch someone on the computer.
Fascinating. I'm like, oh, what are they going to do?
Someone typing, using their mouse.
Numbers on the screen. Okay.
Oh. And she gets a pop-up. It says that her web browser has been infiltrated. Call this number to do... But you know who she calls? Scammers. She's been spearfished. Or does she... Wait, is that regular fishing or is she spearfished?
Let's say spearfished.
She gets spearfished.
Yeah.
And they take all of her money. But not only that, they take all of the money of the organization that she works with.
Yes, a charity.
Some kind of charity.
All of
for
it.
Kids.
Everything. $2 million from a charity.
Over $2 million.
Over.
And she gets so sad that she blasts her brains out.
It's crazy.
She kills herself.
You're like...
Now, they don't show it, thank God.
Yeah.
But that would be pretty funny if they did.
Just immediately picks up the gun after off the phone. Yeah. Which, from the trailer, that's what it looked like happened. Yeah. And then there is one scene in between that. So
there is one scene in between. And then Mr. Jason Statham, we find out there's something else with this guy. He's got skills.
Oh, yeah.
And so he goes to the call center and murders well, he doesn't murder everyone, but he murders anybody who needs to be murdered. He has this interesting pseudo-morality, pseudo-ethics, where it's kind of like, well, if you're trying to kill me, I'm going to kill you. Exactly. Otherwise, if you can get out of the building fast enough, you're going to survive.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't kill FBI guys.
He'll hurt them, but
he will hurt them terribly.
Straight up.
Like, he'll shoot them with a gun into the body armor.
Yeah.
So, obviously, their ribs are cracked and, their bodies are useless. But
now,
they're not
if you
dead.
happen to be in the way of a falling elevator, you're going to die. Yeah. But that's on you. He can't control that anymore.
No. Especially when there's like 75 guys shooting machine guns up at him. It's like, well, I've only got so many options here.
I gotta cut this.
And he goes from place to place destroying people.
Oh, yeah.
And that
bad people
is the end of the movie, essentially. But there's a whole nother storyline of Felicia Rashad's daughter.
Yes, the FBI agent.
Played by I don't remember what her name is.
Some person.
But she was on Umbrella something.
Yes, the Umbrella
Society Academy.
I heard about that.
And she, I don't want to get into bad things yet, but she just does investigating, and she has a sort of vaguely buddy cop relationship with her vaguely Indian guy. Maybe Pakistani.
Maybe. We don't know.
And they have things that are in the shape of jokes.
Yeah.
They appear to be jokes.
Regardless of the situation, too.
Yeah.
It's just time to make a joke.
Goofing.
It's in the script, so.
Yeah.
We gotta say it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Jason Statham wins.
Yeah, he does. Spoiler alert, sorry.
Yeah, spoiler. I forgot to say spoiler alert. But from about like 30 seconds in, you have the feeling that he will never be defeated.
Yeah, nothing will ever happen to him.
Which is fine.
Yes.
I mean, it's fine for this movie.
Yeah.
Like in a movie, if they had elevated the quality of the movie, I would want some peril where I'm like, oh, he might not make it. But the fact that it's like, this is a movie about a beekeeper, and also he works for a society called the Beekeepers that are the last line of defense against something.
They keep the hive in check.
Yeah,
you know?
He protects the hive. I was just whispering that the whole movie.
Yeah,
it's just like he protects the hive.
It explains every scene. Even if you have disbelief about anything, you go,
"Hey, he protects the hive."
Yeah, that's it.
That's what he does.
He's a beekeeper. There's scenes where literally someone just goes, "He's a beekeeper."
He's a beekeeper. Yeah.
It's a pretty wild ride.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Before we say what we thought of it more specifically, what did we think of it more broadly?
I had a really fun time.
I had such a good time.
Because it's insane. But
such a great time.
Yeah, I was just like, this is unreal.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Yeah.
Not a few other people were laughing in the theater, but my friend beside me, he was losing it, which was great.
It's funny.
Yeah, there were some moments.
I mean, it's tough because it's hard for me to completely dislike a Jason Statham movie because he's a good presence on screen. Yeah. He's very good at the choreography. He really sells it. Like, he looks like he's really, really being incredibly violent. The editing of the action sequences was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, it was very smooth, and it wasn't like one of those things where there has to be, a 10-minute long oneer or anything like that. It was just like cut together as if they had a plan.
And you knew what was happening. Like, there wasn't much like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Just like, okay. And even when he had to deliver some like dumbass lines, he tried. He was like,
sure.
There's like a whole speech about like how the elderly are left alone. Yeah. It's basically like reading an article. Like, it doesn't have any like a real person saying this. He's just like, and they are the ones in society left alone to be. And I was like, this is crazy.
But he does try to sell it.
He does. He really does try.
He's just like pissed. I mean, he tries to be appropriately pissed off for the horrible things that are happening to the elderly.
Yeah.
It's like hurting a little child.
Yeah, but worse.
Because they're old.
Exactly. He literally said
something.
That.
I mean, it's something like that. It's not that far off.
Which doesn't really make any sense.
No.
Because it's worse because the kid's young.
Yeah.
But it's very.
Oh, that his justification, of course, is that children have parents to protect them.
Right.
But old people ain't got nobody. Which is a really good point. Yeah, old people do have no one.
I totally agreed with the sentiment, and I don't think scamming old people is a good idea.
No.
But,
any scamming is just fucking shitty.
It's stupid. It's like, what are you doing? Just stop.
And they picked, like, especially killable bad guys.
Yes, yeah.
Like, each bad guy, the moment they introduce them, their costumes are, like, very dickish.
Absolutely,
but in different ways.
Yes.
Like, the first bad guy they introduce, he's got a scarf on with the suit, and he's inside, and he's got, like, a really, really way open shirt. Like, it's, like, awful. Maybe, like, one button buttoned.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh, I can't wait for Statham to destroy this guy.
And he does.
Yeah.
He beats him a couple times.
Yep.
And then really kills him in an amazing way.
Yeah.
Which, that might be the perfect segue into
you
my
say it?
B-Flam Euro.
You better not say this scene.
It's hard not to because it's like such a good scene.
It's so good.
But if it's yours, you can have it.
No, we never do this. So let's do it. Let's take the same one. If it's the best scene, it's the best scene.
I love it.
So
we're about to Lady and the Tramp this year. That was sucking the big old chunks of meat.
And we both get a meatball caught in our windpipe and die.
But the beekeeper just watches. He's like, "No, this is going to set the hive.
You deserve this.
You deserve this."
I feel like the beekeeper would save us because he knows that we're essentially good.
Yeah.
But he would do it in like a badass way where he would like punch us in the chest and the meatball would fly out.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, thank you, beekeeper. So this is the scene. The first boss level guy.
Yes.
He with the orange scarf. He gets his ass beat a few different times.
Yeah, he gets effed.
The second time he gets his ass beat, he is trying to kill the beekeeper with a small gang. During the process of this, he gets many of his fingers cut off on a bandsaw.
Oh, it's wild.
It's very fucked up.
Yeah.
And but he's free.
He's free.
He gets set free.
Yeah.
Or so we think.
Uh-oh.
Because the beekeeper catches up to him on a drawbridge. Always not honestly When's the last time you saw a drawbridge in a movie? Not enough drawbridges in movies.
Years.
They're very cinematic.
Yeah, they're great.
And they go slowly. You can't go over them unless you go really fast.
Yeah.
And then if you do, you fly through the air.
You fly through the air, or if you are in The Mummy 2, The Mummy Returns, you're chasing after your son.
Yeah,
and you run up the raising bridge. You grab on, and you're like, no, because you just lost your son.
That's sad.
That's sad.
There's a sort of a drawbridge scene in War of the Worlds where they're trying to get onto a ferry.
Yes.
And the ferry has a drawbridge.
Yes.
That one is completely fucked up.
That scene's we gotta give credit.
We've said it
that movie
before,
rules.
but we'll say it again. It's good.
When they're on the ferry and then you see the lights under the water and the things. Oh my god.
You're like, man, we blew it.
We're fucked.
We were fighting to get on the ferry, and now the ferry is the bad place.
Oh, that movie's good. I gotta rewatch
Let's watch it right now.
Let's throw it on.
All right. Up next, here's a clip of the entire movie, War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, we just put down the microphones. We're watching. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I love Tim Robbins in this scene.
Oh, I forgot he's in this.
So, this is what happens. He's at the drawbridge.
Sure.
We hear a rustling, almost like a beekeeper's behind him. And our bad guy gets pulled out of a truck. Mm-hmm. And Jason Statham says something like, "Stay right there," or something like that.
Yeah.
As he
don't move.
Yeah, something like that. He wraps. I don't even know.
It's like ratchet strap.
Yeah, it's like one of those ratchet straps that you have to like keep your you're moving when you're moving, and he puts it around his body, and then he says like, "Don't move," and the guy says, "Oh, I can't. How am I supposed to move?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?"
And then what the beekeeper does is he wanders over his truck.
Mm-hmm.
He attaches. We see a strap get attached to his truck. We're like, "What's going on here?"
Huh.
And then his car is on, and we see some vroom vroom.
Yeah, he does a vroom vroom.
And then he gets some kind of stick, jams it into the accelerator pedal, and then lets it go. And then it flies off the bridge, and it pulls the guy off of it with him.
He's like, no.
And he flies. The way he flies is really nice. It's really nice. And the truck flies away, and he does, and he's never seen again.
He is gone.
Do they even see his body or anything?
They show a black bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he just flies away. It's really good.
It's an incredible shot. Like, that is a great shot.
Yeah.
See, I think they got rid of him too soon.
Yeah.
He was, like, way more interesting than any of the other, like, little, like, and just better performances, I think.
Yeah.
No offense to Josh Hutcherson for your
The late, great Josh Hutcherson.
But it just wasn't.
He was also fine.
He was fine, but
He was less fun and more like, I hate this guy.
Yeah, this guy
He's
sucks.
such a dickhead.
Yeah.
I hate him so much.
He literally, the moment I saw him, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck. Yeah.
But he's one of these. In general, the idea of his character is kind of nice because he's like a kind of a Whole Foods kind of evil guy.
Yeah.
Like he's like got lots of massage stuff.
Mm-hmm. Meditation.
Yes.
Singing bowls.
His bowl lady is like, oh, look at this new bowl I got.
Ding.
And it's like, ooh, that's nice stuff. And eventually he gets killed too.
Oh, yeah.
Basically everybody gets killed.
Everybody that's in his way gets out of his way or dies.
My part 2 favorite
part
scene.
2, okay.
This is not the hero, but this is another good scene.
Mm-hmm.
We find out that the beekeeper, he's actually a retired beekeeper.
Yes.
So beekeeping with actual bees in your mind, but then realize that he used to be in an organization called the Beekeepers, and he's retired from that organization.
That's probably where he got the idea. He was like, oh, wait.
Maybe I should keep bees.
Yeah.
And he's retired from beekeeping to keep bees.
Yeah.
But there's a new one. And you know what? The new one's a loose cannon.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely great. One of these liberals. Crazy liberals.
She is. She might be non-binary.
Yeah, they might
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They might be non-binary. It's hard to
never know.
It's hard to tell what their pronouns are because they are. They have their outfit is wild.
Their hair is wild.
The hair is wild. They got lots of different guns.
They have no care for life at all.
No.
They just kill anything.
There's shooting.
Yes.
Mr. Statham is at a gas station trying to fill up, and someone just recklessly pulls into the gas station and starts shooting.
Yeah, with a big old gun.
And we are revealed. We have revealed to us the new Beekeeper. At some point, he goes, "You must be my replacement," which is pretty great.
Yeah, exactly. You must be my replacement. Yeah, a scene before they show the beekeepers in the hive or the tech or whatever, the call center.
Yes.
And they're like typing, and it's like really silly font on a screen. And it's like, "We need you to take him out," and it goes, "LOL, sounds fun." I'm like, this is psychotic.
It's very silly.
Yeah, but it fits her character.
It does. She looks like she would say
She's
LOL.
like a Joker offshoot or something.
Yeah. But she does lots of different shooting with different weapons. Yeah. At one point, she pulls a tarp off the back of her truck and reveals a minigun, which she uses to
destroy everything.
Through everything, including the things keeping up the
gas station roof.
Yeah, what is
the columns, pillars?
Yeah, the pillars that hold up the thing above. I mean, it is a roof, but it's a flat roof. She destroys everything.
Yeah, and she has no concern that like she's shooting gas, like things that are holding.
There's just random people, and she's shooting things that are holding gas. In order to fight her, Jason Statham's got a good idea. He. Out of his truck, he pulls a big jar of honey.
Yes.
And he beans her with it from like
it's hilarious
from across the way, and it shatters over her head.
Yeah.
And we learn that honey is flammable.
Yes, which this is a fun fact. In the trailer, there's a line where he says it.
Yeah.
But that line is not in the movie.
That line is, which is kind of fine.
Yeah, I was glad, but I was like, oh, they just totally had him go back and voice that.
And what he does is he gets out his lighter and he sets her on fire.
Yeah.
And then she burns to death. And then he drives away, and of course, the gas station explodes.
At which I thought was so funny because there's a guy like cowering.
There's a guy
He's
dead.
like, "I need your keys," and he takes it and leaves, and then the gas station blows.
Dead. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Well,
now he has some ethics, but he's also got shit to do.
Yeah, I got places to be, man.
He can't save everybody.
Bees, they don't save.
Yeah.
They keep going.
He's also a queen killer.
Yeah, the queen slayer.
Oh, the queen slayer. We find out he's a queen slayer.
Yeah.
Which is apparently there's a bee. When the queen sucks, the bee, this bee will kill the queen.
It's crazy.
We also find out eventually that Josh Hutcherson, our big bad, who's best friends with Jeremy Irons, is doing, I won't say it yet, but an accent.
An accent.
I will make no judgment on it until we get to that section of the show. But he's definitely doing a southern-ish accent.
It's weird to change your voice when you have such an iconic. Just do your regular voice.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe they wouldn't hire a British guy to be the head of the CIA.
Yeah, probably.
But just go to a coach.
Yeah.
You're in a movie. Just pay some guy $300
to coach you.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it to find some out? I can do a mild southern accent.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
They call him a beekeeper.
Hey there. Well, yeah, I called my buddies back in the CIA. We decided to... But we also find out somewhere in the middle that Josh Hutcherson's mom is the president, which is fucking amazing.
It's so silly.
It's so awesome. Yeah. You're like, oh shit, is the beekeeper gonna kill the president? And it's like, I hope he does. This is great.
Yeah.
This is so awesome. The president's evil. Everyone around her is evil. Sure, kill everybody. That's great.
I think so. Yeah, the hive's out of order.
The hive is out of order.
To set things right.
He protects the hive.
That's it, folks.
Can you get this through your thick fucking skull?
Don't you get?
He protects the hive.
He's a beekeeper, not a key beeper like all us. Oh, where's my car? He knows where his car is. He's in it. He's got a gun. He's going to shoot somebody who deserves it.
That was like rap Benjamin Franklin.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been working on that.
Live to work, don't work to live. Wait, work to live, don't live.
Live to work.
Eat to live, don't live to eat.
Don't eat your work.
Keep the bees, don't be the keeps.
Yeah.
Don't key the beeps.
Don't key the beeps.
He's a beekeeper, not a key beeper.
Yeah, I like it.
That's beautiful.
That's a good shirt.
Yeah, that's... Tweet at us if you work for a screen printing company.
Yeah.
And would like to print these 2 shirts. One, keep the bees, don't key the beeps.
Yeah.
Wait, keep the bees, don't
Beep the keys.
Oh, that's what it is.
Be a be a beekeeper, not a key beeper.
Yeah, that's shirt 1. Shirt 2 is, it says John Carpenter's Food Court.
Yeah,
but
we need
it's
it.
the John Carpenter font, but it says Food Court.
We need it.
Tweet at us at Food Court Cast. We love to have 200 free shirts.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for that. Other great stuff. Jason, do you have other great stuff?
I like the SEAL team fight. That was fun, where they send in the SEAL team.
Oh, yes.
Jason Statham has just finished stapling awful guy's face.
He's like the perfect annoying New Yorker. Yeah. He's like, hey, keep doing your fucking jobs, fucker you.
I was like, this guy is he's so annoying.
Yeah, he's very annoying.
Hey, fuck you is my name. Like,
he does say that. And he gets stapled 70 times?
It must be. And it's so funny because, like, there's so many brutal moments in the movie, but this is just like, it just seems so goofy.
It's very silly. But also, you kind of go, that would be fucking horrible.
It doesn't, it is, but it's just interesting. Oh, yeah, he's like, I can't tell you, they'll kill me. He goes, I'll torture you, then I'll kill you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, he protects the hive.
Yeah.
He'll do anything he can to protect the hive, including torturing just some random guy who's got a full suit that says in varying sizes goat.
Yeah.
Just real dickhead outfit.
Horrible.
Another example of like, oh, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
This outfit makes me instantly hate this guy.
They did honestly, they did a great job with the costumes.
Yeah.
It made me very like, ugh, immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
The crazy psycho lady, I was like, what is she wearing?
What is she wearing?
She's dead.
There's like a weird South African guy at the end.
Oh my God.
And he's got horrible sideburns and like a big weird yellow shirt.
Yeah, it makes
and you're
no
like,
sense.
oh, I can't wait for this guy to get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Awesome. Get him, Beekeeper.
Get him, Beekeeper.
He's like, hey,
I fought a beekeeper once. He's like got a crazy voice.
I killed one, but I got lucky.
At first, I couldn't understand him for the first 5 minutes. I was like, what is he saying?
I mean, South Africans, they're not the best. They have...
Sorry to our South African listeners.
They have a, shall we say, checkered past.
Right.
America, though, we're fine.
Yeah, we never did anything bad, and we're definitely not currently doing something really bad. But
No.
Man, if the beekeeper would be cleaning up right now.
He wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah,
he'd be like, "Ah, this
he'd just be
too
spinning in a room with a machine."
Yeah.
Destroy the hive. He would put us all in a bag.
Yeah, go ahead.
Crush a fluorescent light bulb.
Oh my God.
And then taser it and kill all of us.
That's so amazing.
That's how he kills bees in the movie.
He kills wasps. Well, the wasps are attacking his hive.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. It's so cool.
I was like, dang, there they go.
Is that how technology works? If it is, that's awesome.
If you've ever killed a bunch of wasps, let us know.
Specifically, if you've gotten a bag full of wasps, you've broken a fluorescent bulb, jammed the bulb in there, and shot electricity into it, so it just shoots.
It uses the gas.
Pure fluorescent gas to kill the... I mean, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
I kind of wish there had been a callback where he'd done that to a person.
That would have been amazing. Shove a fluorescent bulb down
Oh my God.
Don't move. They get electrocuted and blow up. See, okay, wait, we won't get there yet.
Hey, save it.
We won't get there. But there's a great kill with a SEAL team member where he hits him with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
And it's just such a great sound. Very like, dunk, when he's just dead.
Oh, I thought of two more good kills. Mm-hmm. One, when they're invading his house.
Yes.
There's one man. They all have shotguns. There's one man he dispatches by jamming a shotgun between his teeth.
Yes.
And breaking his neck by like twisting it real fast, so his neck just goes.
Yeah, I was like, dang,
like,
dude.
Oh fuck!
And then you go ahead.
Another one. Well, is this a current? Is this?
I was in that same scene where he like takes the gun and stabs it through his neck. I was like, oh my gosh.
He does some. This is for fans of The Equalizer.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Now, I won't say it's up to the quality of one of the Equalizers. Maybe like just sub Equalizer 2. It's nowhere near Equalizer 3, which is amazing.
Oh, so Equalizer's similar where it has a good first one, kind of okay second one, and then a really good third one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What is that?
I think where it differs from Creed is I think I may be the world's only person to think this.
Uh-huh.
But Equalizer 3 may be the best Equalizer.
Whoa. Right in. Denzel.
Tweet at us at Food Court Cast. If you're listening, Denzel, it's been a pleasure enjoying your career. Strangely, I'm sort of a more recent fan. I mean, I know you've done many good movies, and I liked you in many of them, but only recently have I realized that like you've got a lot of really good movies.
Yeah, you're great.
I mean, Crimson Tide, dude. Thank you. Thank you. You and McT. Knocking it out of the park? Wait, no, that's Hunt for Red October. You and Tony Scott, probably?
Probably.
I would guess.
Doing your thing.
Kicking ass. Where were we? Oh, my kill.
Yes, your kill.
This is when they're in one of the buildings. I don't remember which one.
There's a lot of buildings in this one.
The Beekeeper can get up into a ceiling real fast.
Yeah,
and he does. He gets into one of those drop ceilings that's in every office building. He sneaks up. He rips some cords off of the wall. I don't know if they're like an Ethernet cable or what. But he quickly fashions them into a noose and slides it around a guy's neck and pulls him up real fast.
Yeah, he goes up and then the Beekeeper breaks through the ceiling and then fights the dude. I'm like, that is wild.
Ooh, another notable thing that's awesome about the Beekeeper is that until the last scene, I don't think he uses a gun, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he just beats the shit out of people.
Yeah, other than when he stabs the guy in the neck.
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't think he shoots anyone. He's just like, I mean, he's still killing them with great malice, but he's not. They basically are like, okay, these guys don't stand a chance with him. No, he does shoot people. He does shoot the FBI.
Oh, right.
But he doesn't kill them.
Yeah, because they have the jackets.
Yeah, he just shoots them right in the body.
I love when he walks up and they're all like planning. He's like, there's no other exits. He's like, he just walks up and starts talking to them and they all realize. And then he beats the crap out of them. And
who are you?
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'm Adam Clay.
And he does a very similar thing in one of the office buildings.
Yeah.
They're like having a pep talk, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's essentially like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
And they like cut to another like shot of the crowd, and he's just in it.
Yeah. I think it's right after he does he beats up all the FBI guys, and then he walks in and he's like,
"This is a great scene," because what happens is this is, I think, the final office building. No, this is the second office building. And what happens is the New York dickhead guy calls his boss.
Yes.
And gets the protectors to leave the room for some reason.
Yeah.
Very stupid. But they do. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, fuck you. Get out of here. Fuck you." And the moment they cut to the crowd, the beekeeper's in the crowd.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh man, you're gonna regret this.
Oh yeah, and the guy next to him looks at him and he looks down and there's a paper that shows like most wanted. I was like, oh my god,
amazing! It's so amazing.
It's hilarious.
He burns so many people alive.
Oh man,
it's just lovely.
It's wild. Yeah, yeah. He says something about like if you want to be alive, like you better leave.
Yes.
Yeah. Next. Whatever.
Yeah.
He just starts pouring gasoline at the first on people and on everybody. It's so, man, the first guy where he's just like beating him with the phone, I was like, oh, dang,
yeah,
dude.
He might not have made it.
Yeah, he might not.
Okay. Any other great things before we turn on this movie?
I like the elevator cutting the guy in half. That was funny. I was like,
really
wow.
Good. Really good.
I'm trying to think. Anything
I have one more. The final fight with the South African guy is quite good.
Yeah, I was surprised.
It's like close quarters in a mirrored room.
Yeah.
And they like keep stabbing the mirror and like scraping it against it. It's like really kind of
it's the first
unsettling.
Time he gets hurt at all in the whole movie.
Yes, he like gets stabbed in the shoulder and then stabbed in the belly.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, he might die.
And they're doing this fight and we learned earlier that the South African guy lost his leg to one of the other beekeepers. Yeah. And it's not going well for the beekeeper. He's kind of getting his ass beat, so he decides he needs to do what he has to do, and he kicks out the leg of the South African guy. So this guy's now hopping around, and he's still getting good stabs in. So this guy's a badass. But eventually, how does he get killed? Eventually,
I'm trying to remember because he does stab him back,
he stabs him in the cheek at some point.
His iron.
Oh.
What is that called?
My God.
What is that called?
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles, yeah, and it just beats
he does.
Face.
He says thanks.
Stabs him again.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. R.I.P. that guy.
That guy is dead. Short-lived. One of the weirdest characters.
Yeah.
I've seen in a while. I was like, what is going on?
I know earlier South Africa said bad things about you. I don't actually know any South Africans. It's just the way you've been portrayed in cinema.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, you were the evil one in Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh.
In this movie, you're the bad guy. In general, I've heard apartheid was not good. I have no personal experience with it, so I can't say for sure, but that's what I've been told. That's what I've been told. Hey. If you are a revisionist historian, please feel free to send us your videos about how actually apartheid was good. But
actually, it was great, and here's why.
And the YouTube thumbnail would be amazing. Actually, apartheid was great.
Yeah.
Please do not Photoshop me with a thumbs up with a YouTube thumbnail that says actually apartheid is great.
I'm going to have to resist that. That's going to be tough.
Do not do that.
Thumbnail of this video.
I mean, it would be...
You're just smiling.
We probably get a lot of viewers.
On your teeth are the letters.
Apartheid is great. Now, I want to remind you, I don't think it was great.
No, bad.
Shame.
B-A-D. Not for me.
But it's not all good.
No. It really isn't.
Some of it was quite bad.
Whew. Oh, man.
But what was it? What was the worst?
There's a lot of things competing for the worst spot.
Yes.
But I have to say
it.
There are some really bad lines.
Yes.
The writing in general is horrible.
Some really bad lines.
But man, there's one. I'm just gonna pick this one.
Is it to be or not to be?
Yeah. Was that yours too?
No.
Okay.
I like that one.
Yeah. I couldn't. I was like,
it's awful, but I like it.
Too far. Well, it just doesn't really fit.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's just like, what?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
But he's like, all right, beekeeper. He's got Jason Statham. You know, they've all got guns on him, and he's leaning down with his hands on his head, and he goes, "To be or not to be?" And Jason Statham goes, "I choose to be." And then he clicks a button, and everything blows up. I was like, "This is crazy."
It was very bad.
Yeah,
but
horrible.
I don't want to counter argue too early in.
Hey, no.
But it made me smile.
It is funny, but it's just like,
It's
what?
horrible. It's very stupid.
You just
very, very stupid.
It was impressively dumb.
Yes.
I was like, wow. They really did that bit just now.
Because it's also one of those things where it's like, maybe someone in like the 9th grade would think it was pretty clever.
Yeah, exactly.
But like anyone older than that is like, oh no.
Ugh.
This is
Why would you do that?
we all went to English class in high school. It's not that impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like one of the most famous lines, and it's not like you're being like intelligent.
No, and it's not even a great bee pun. It's just like you're just saying bee.
Yeah.
But there is a moment where a bee flies by in that scene. I was like, oh my gosh. And it just makes no sense because they're like on an island or something.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a
That
bee?
part, that's another great part. Sorry, I hate to say it, Michael. That's a great part.
I just can't.
It's right at. It's like you remember in The Departed when there's a rat that like crawls by.
Oh, true.
It's
yeah.
exactly that.
That is.
It is. He's the beekeeper has saved the day, and he floats away, and then
Yeah. That's
so
the end of the
ridiculous.
movie.
Yeah, that's
he
the end of the movie.
swims away, and a bee goes.
Yep. Yep. And I'm ready for Beekeeper
And
too.
I'm
That's
ready. Yeah.
what happened.
I need a scene like Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Beatman Begins, where he jumps down some stairs and bees cover his exit like the bats do in Batman
sounds
Begins.
great.
That would be cool. So I'd love to see that.
You know what the worst part is for me? You can probably tell because we've barely mentioned it. There's an entire subplot of Felicia Rashad's daughter doing detective work. But it's weird for a few reasons.
Yeah.
The main reason it's bad is because we know what happened.
Yes,
We saw what happened. And like maybe if they were doing some like funny banter, which they attempt to do, but
they really did.
almost always fail.
Oh, it's bad. I don't.
There's like a couple things that are like, ha, ha, ha. But most of it was quite bad.
Yeah, it got to the point where every time they cut back to them, I was like,
Yeah.
not this shit again. Where she's like, yeah, Her attitude is just like, stop.
Yeah. But she's like one of those characters that's like clearly patterned after like 80s heroes.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you know, she's just like a badass from the 80s. She's like, I've got a hangover. It's like, okay, cool. That is pretty cool,
Wow.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they keep following him.
Yeah.
And then there's a short scene where they look at a thing and point at it. Or do, that's on fire. Or that's that. And they talk to someone. And that's all they do.
The movie in general is kind of like there's like 4 scenes that happen and they just repeat it.
Yes.
Like 6 times. And you're like,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just it feels like they wanted to have a different storyline, but then didn't think of why it needed to exist.
It really didn't need to be there at all.
Because, the Jason Statham thing, he just goes on a killing rampage. And, I don't know, maybe have a short scene of him in the car or something in between.
Yeah.
He's in the truck.
That would be amazing. It's just him driving.
Yeah.
He gets out again and kills a bunch of people.
He's listening to...
some sort of... It has to have something to
Are
do
there
with bees. Bees.
Wait, wasn't Robert Plant in some kind of honey drippers?
Maybe.
Or something? He's listening to Robert Plant and the Honey Drippers.
In the Honey Drippers.
And then, but he's not singing along, he's just listening.
Yeah. Historically driving.
And then they cut to another scene of him killing people.
That'd be great.
Well, I mean, the movie could be 70 minutes.
I think, it could have been shorter
Easily.
because you could cut out like 3 of those cop scenes. They're
so easily.
annoying. It's just like,
so easily. No reason for them to exist.
yeah.
Second worst thing, but maybe equally as bad, is the aforementioned Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, he's not great.
I think maybe if you can look past the accent, there's still something of our favorite Jeremy Irons there, and he's maybe still doing some interesting things, but his accent sucks.
It's weird.
Have you seen Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So he does the same accent, but better.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh no, what's going on here? I heard there was an earthquake in the damn." Oh yeah, it's too bad that I want to know what happened to all your gold. And the guy's like, "Oh well, everything. Well, just between you and me, we're fucked. If any like terrorist doing a fake Southern accent who's actually German came in with all of his guys and they had guns, we would be fucked." He's like, "Well, that's too bad because I am exactly that." And they shoot him. But he does that just for the whole movie in this one, which is too bad.
I bet they were like, "Do you think you could still do that?" And he's like, "Oh, I got this." And then
I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was very weird.
But it's not even to like a fun, I say kind of. There's no fun version of it. Like it's not. It is not Yosemite Sam. It's not any fun Southern accent.
No, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's just quite bad.
Quite bad.
It's very bad the whole time. And it's too bad. It's also too bad because his storyline also has no reason to exist.
Yeah, it's just even when he first is introduced, Josh he asks him for help, and he's like, "Oh, I can help you."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Okay." I was very confused because I thought it was going to be like a John Wick. Like, this guy's like, "Yeah, I got my whole team. We'll help you." Yeah. But he's not really that. He's just like, "I just run this company." And okay.
Sorry.
Guess I'll try
Eventually
to help.
he brings guys.
Yeah, eventually.
At the end.
Yeah. There's also some scenes where he just, I don't know, just the flow of the movie is just so weird.
Yes.
Like he gets there's so many scenes where people are just on a call, like talking to someone, and you're like, okay. And he calls, I think it's Minnie Driver.
Yeah. Oh my
randomly
God.
in the movie. And she's like, we can help. Or no, he calls. She's like, "I'll see what I can do." There's like a moment in between, and then they're on the phone again in a different scene. Yeah. You're like, this is so weird. And the same thing happens earlier with Jason Statham. He calls the Beekeeper people. Yeah. And he's like, "Can you run a search on these people?" Yeah. Then he goes and like works on his truck. Then he gets on the call again. We found him. It's like these scenes are just like the flow is so weird.
It's there's very weird. There's maybe 10 scenes that could be cut completely and have no effect on the story at all.
That's very true.
Like, there's the 2 Minnie Driver scenes. Yeah. Like, the first one, she's like, "Oh, we'll figure it out." And then the second one, she's like, "Oh, we can't.
Yeah,
sorry.
Literally.
Sorry, we can't. They're beekeepers. We're fucked." And all of the Jeremy Irons scenes are sort of worthless. I mean, I guess we need a few scenes with Josh Hutcherson where he's like a dickhead and then... But once that happens and we know he's a dickhead, we don't need to see him every moment.
I don't think so.
It's not like he's not some big foil or anything. He's just a guy who eventually needs to get killed. Yeah. What is exciting is him going around and killing people.
Yes. I think a little light restructure would have made it a little more interesting. I think the Beekeeper lady should have been more. I thought she was gonna be like later. Yeah. Like I think that would have been more interesting. Like she's like also tracking him and like maybe she kills some people in cool ways throughout the movie.
Yeah, and even that instead of the detective stuff.
Yeah, it's just like why are we doing this?
Yeah, because if she's like a tracker and she's like sniffing things and doing crunching grass and going bees. And maybe she's got like a bee shirt or something. A bee shirt. But yeah, she shows up and is killed, which is a good scene.
Yeah, but it is great, but
she just doesn't.
It just seems odd. It's like, okay, she's gone.
Yeah, someone who seems like she should be the greatest foe.
Yeah, which it doesn't make any sense.
Dies immediately.
Which I get that. I get they're saying like, oh, he's that good.
Yes, he can easily kill everyone.
But then, how did she even become a beekeeper? Because she wasn't. Nothing about what she did was impressive. Like it was weird.
She didn't keep bees.
It was like
she did not.
She did not keep bees. Maybe she was in the apprentice program.
Yeah.
Learning, but...
Man, that's a tough job to learn on the job.
It is.
You got to bring out your minigun. Mm-hmm. There is another bad part in one of the detective scenes.
Oh, man.
Where they're like, the lady's like, Yeah, there's a minigun. Those are usually on military vehicles.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we've seen other movies. We know that they were on military vehicles.
Man, I wish I could remember. Every time she would like have a line or something, I was like, man, this just doesn't work. And you don't feel like nothing about you feels like an FBI agent.
No.
It just felt so weird.
No.
And then it was so weird at the beginning when Jason Statham finds the lady dead.
Yeah.
The lady's like, freeze, why are you in my mom's house? And she didn't know that her mom was dead. She's like, Mom?
Yeah.
Like, why were you in the house in the first place? Like,
she's in the house. What? She comes in with her gun out. It's very weird.
It was very odd. I was like, huh? And she's like, my mother loved life. There's no way she did this. And it was like, no, she just fully killed herself.
Yeah.
And it's like, she didn't try anything. She wasn't like, oh, my daughter is in the FBI.
Yeah,
Maybe I should tell her. No, I'm just going to kill myself. It makes no sense.
Instantly kill myself.
Yeah. I was like,
she didn't even
what?
Go to like, I don't know, McDonald's or someone to get like a nice last meal.
No, she just...
you can get all the things you would never eat at once.
Yeah.
You get a double quarter pounder with cheese. You get nuggets. Mm-hmm. You get fries. You get maybe some of the tiny cookies.
Yes.
You get a McGriddle if they still got them.
McGriddles. McRib.
McFlurry.
A fillet of fish.
Put
it all together.
You eat them all, and then you blow your brains out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, yeah. I don't feel anything.
Oh, man, I don't feel so good. Well, I know one solution for that. This message is brought to you by suicide. Have you ever eaten too much McDonald's and you say, I feel bad? Well, there's one solution for that. Suicide. Actually, don't do that.
Yeah, we're just joshing
unless
around.
You want to. Obviously.
Yeah, it's up to you, ultimately.
Yeah.
After you listen to this...
if we're the ones that put you over the edge, you're going to do it anyway.
Just remember, at any point, you do not have to listen anymore. You can turn it off. You don't have to force yourself through it. Just turn it off.
The podcast is a lot like life. You don't have to force yourself.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
You can either press stop on your phone or, kaboom. If you want to. Now, regrettably, it would be sad if people actually killed themselves, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But alternately, that's good press.
For us.
15 different people killed themselves because of Food Court Movie Podcast.
I gotta check this thing out.
And they show the clips and it's just me going, you should kill yourself. I think I know why.
Oh, okay, it's coming together. I'm starting to piece this together.
It's because they're stars and they're using their voices.
Their voices. Our voices. No. You don't gotta do that.
No, don't do that. Please do not kill yourself. Just, if you, honestly, tweet at us at Food Courtcast if you're feeling down, and I'll do my best to help you.
Yeah, we'll try.
I mean, I'll at least recommend movies that make me feel good.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend... Well, actually, I would recommend Beekeeper.
The Kid Who Would Be King.
Oh.
That'll make you feel really good.
You go, ooh, oh,
Have you seen that, Michael?
No.
We'll watch it for the show sometime.
Main issue.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. And
it will make you feel great.
Okay, I like that.
It will make you feel so good. It's the same guy who directed Attack the Block.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's a good one, too.
It's a wonderful, wonderful movie.
I haven't seen that in years.
Well, it's time to do a double feature.
Yeah.
Attack the Block, Kid Who Would Be King.
The Kid Who Would Be King.
But we can't only talk about the Beekeeper.
No, even though we could, but we won't. There is one more part.
Okay.
So I just say, somehow after the lady who got hit with the honey is blown up.
Yeah.
The whole gas station blows up. Everything's erased.
Yeah.
The FBI agent comes up to the truck bed and pulls out a kind of burnt book. She's like, oh, it's about bees. I was like, how did the book survive the whole gas station explode?
Books are strong.
They are so strong.
It's actually a metaphor for, like, the power of literature.
The literature, yeah.
Or, I guess it's not literature. The power of nonfiction.
Material, paper.
Yeah.
Back book. A paperback book.
But we can't only talk about The Beekeeper. No. We also have to talk about the movies we watched this week, which brings us to a segment entitled Panda Express presents Express Yourself about the movies you watched this week. Play that music.
It's time for the Panda Express. Whoop whoop, because we got some things to express. Bing bing about the things we watched. This week. You
know what I watched this week?
What you watched?
Wait, what did I watch this week?
Do you know what you watched this week?
Did I talk about Runaway Train last week?
No.
I watched a movie called Runaway Train. If I did talk about it last week, I apologize, but it's worth saying twice.
I don't think so.
Runaway Train, John Voight.
Oh.
And Eric Roberts. Did I talk about this?
No, I don't think so, unless I'm crazy.
I may be crazy.
Yeah, we might.
They escape from jail, and they get on a train.
Okay.
But you know what? Can you guess?
No.
Can you guess what happens based on the title?
The train runs away.
Yes, it's a runaway fucking train. And that's it. It's just awesome. It's really fucking awesome. It's just a great movie.
That's great.
It's cold, and the train is a runaway train.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
5 stars. Check it out.
5 stars. Check it out.
Yeah, it rules. It rules.
That sounds awesome. I'm going to watch that.
Thank you.
I watched a new picture called Self-Reliance.
Oh, okay.
It's Lonely Island's new movie.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Fun. It was fun.
Okay.
There's some bits that don't really work.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're trying to be funny. It's like,
yeah.
This isn't working. But there's some good... the whole plot's like... You sign up for a game, and you have 30 days, and all these people try to kill you, and if you survive, you get $1 million.
Oh, wow.
But they can only kill you if you're alone.
Oh.
So if you're near someone, like, they can't hurt you. So it's like about being forced to be by people. And
wow.
There's some fun stuff. There are fun gags. Some of the lines, again, not so hot. But some of them pretty fun.
It happens to the best of us.
It really does. It does.
I can't think of anything. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no.
Please.
There's a weird Andy Samberg, like, he's just himself in it.
Oh.
And they keep, like, making jokes about
He's
Andy
a cameo?
Samberg. Yeah, it's I was like, I don't know about this, but...
Yeah.
But I like the parts where he's fighting. There's an Ellen DeGeneres impersonator who attacks him, which that was... Because all the people that attack him are dressed crazy. Like, one's dressed like Mario.
Oh.
Because when he tries to tell people, he sounds crazy.
Oh, sure.
I was attacked by Mario. And I was like, that's kind of fun.
That's pretty good.
That's kind of fun.
Well, it sounds fine. Check it out. It might be fine.
It might be.
Michael?
Mm-hmm.
It's been such a pleasure.
It has.
It's been a pleasure podcasting for you.
Yes.
Tweet at us at Food Courtcast with any ideas for movies or whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on all the things. Give us 5 stars on all the things.
5.
Write us a review. We haven't had a review in a while.
Please.
We would love 5 stars. Thank you so much. On behalf of Michael Hampton, I am Sean Parrott saying to you, Bon appetit!